President of the Student Statesmanship Institute, Joe Cecil. Hey, Joe.
Bart, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yeah, I thought it was longer that it's been since you were here, but you actually were here last year.
That's right.
You were able to put on your institute despite the pandemic.
That's
and it's
right.
Back this year.
That's right. Time passes more slowly now, it seems like. But no, we were welcome back to Spring Arbor again this year. We were able to hold our program last year, 3 weeks of camp on Spring Arbor's campus, and just really encouraged by the engagement we had. We had more students in 2021 than we did in 2019. Our numbers actually grew coming out of the pandemic.
Nice.
It was just an incredible opportunity.
So what is the Student Statesmanship Institute?
You know, it's a little bit of a mouthful is what it is, but it's an incredible opportunity. What we do is career and leadership training for high school students, right? Something that's really desperately needed right now. So we take students for a week-long overnight stay at Spring Arbor's campus and put them through these different career simulations depending on their age and grade, and there's different options for them. There's legislative simulations, the State House and State Senate. We have a business simulation that's a MBA, actual MBA program that we kind of take and condense into a week. Moot court, mock trial, a journalism track as well. All these different career simulations kind of with one singular purpose, and that's to equip them as leaders. They might not pursue one of these as their own career after college, but it gives them an understanding of the systems that surround us, that equips them as leaders and allows them to engage in kind of positive change in their communities and the systems that surround them.
A lot of people say, who in their right mind would want to run for public office? And so I think so many people are just like Fred Upton yesterday.
Yeah.
Adam Kinzinger saying last week that, hey, there's just too many children in the house. I just can't take it anymore. Yeah. A lot of people are concerned about who's next, who's going to replace these people in public office.
Yeah, which is why it's so important that we're teaching our young people about what it means to be statesmen, right? That's where our name comes from. What it means to be civil. What is bipartisanship? These are terms and ideas that seem lost when you're just clicking and scrolling through Facebook or watching TV. But they're fundamental principles that have guided our democratic system of government since the beginning. Not always lived up to, but have always been there, and it's something that we just feel is very, very important to pass on to this next generation as they become the leaders.
So you say bipartisan. That's what this institute is. It's neither Democratic or Republican.
We're nonpartisan.
Nonpartisan.
Yep. So we stay out of that. We're a ministry, and as a ministry, we stay really focused. We have Republicans and Democrats come out to speak, especially on the idea of civility. So we're really, really blessed. We've had state legislators, senators, Justice Bernstein and former Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley are coming out, and together as a Republican and Democrat to talk about civility and what it means to work together on common issues.
Yeah, I think anyone that's seen the confirmation hearings for the Supreme Court nominee, or just this week, the discussions about Ukraine happening in the House and Senate, it's like, are these people talking to these people? Like, what happened to the ladies and gentlemen of the legislatures that they used to? They're gone. Yeah,
it certainly feels like, and that's this idea of, again, that statesmanship. It's almost been lost. It feels like, right? It's focused on partisanship, and it's a shame, right? There's a lot of common ground. Most people don't realize 90 to 95% of the votes that come through our own state capitol, they're nearly unanimous, right? It's that 5% that is focused on that kind of divides us, and I think there's more in common, especially in our society, that can unite us if we choose to focus on that than divides us. And so trying to create leaders who can lead with people who disagree with them is fundamental, I think, to raising up leaders of tomorrow.
So you've been around, this organization has been around for 25 years. So are there some people who have gone on to run for public office and take over some leadership positions?
Absolutely, actually. Andrew Fink from Hillsdale is elected, our first elected alumni to the State House just a year ago. And so we're thrilled about that. But we have dozens of alumni throughout Lansing as staff and support roles there, legislative staff. We have alumni in DC and just across the country, township, county boards, city leadership who are just stepping up in their communities, right? And again, it's not about creating politicians, right? We want to create leaders so that wherever they are, whether they go into politics, into the military, as businessmen or lawyers, or stay-at-home moms or dads, we want them to be leaders in their communities for their families and their communities, and to lead by example in that way.
So we just saw a photo, here it is again, of last year's class. You took a field trip?
That's right. So our students, those are our House and Senate students specifically, and we take them to the Capitol at the end of the week, and they debate real legislation on the House floor at the desks where the real representatives or senators sit. And we take real bills from the legislature, and they debate them and just have discussions with them over the week, and then they end the week giving speeches and debating in the Capitol building itself, as real to life as possible.
So this institute that you are holding this summer at Spring Arbor University, is it like, it kind of reminds me of what I had when I grew up, Boys State.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some similarities there in those simulations. We're really grateful to be able to take a full week, right? They come in Sunday night and they stay through Friday evening on campus all week. We bring in current and former legislators and policy staff, local business professionals, and folks from all around the state who are professionals in their field, top of their field, and come in to coach them and mentor them in that way. So we just are able to take that additional time, and it's a real blessing to be able to focus in and develop them in that way.
So they stay in the dorm and there's food and
Yep.
everything?
We feed them very well. Feed them well. We kick off Sunday night with a big pizza night. They stay in the dorms on campus, which it's a great experience too for high schoolers, just to experience life on the college campus. Our promise to them is that if they come, we'll treat them as adults as long as they deserve it throughout that week. So they get to really experience a little bit of independence and focus, because they work hard throughout that week. We have a whole lot of fun though too. No canoeing or hiking necessarily, but lots of ultimate frisbee and some organized campus sports. And so we have a good time mixed with this just intense variety of simulations.
So what grade level are you looking for?
Yeah, going into 9th grade through 12th. So high school students specifically, we've geared our program towards them for a lot of years now.
All right, and is there an application process? How do they go about it?
They can just visit our website, www.leadmich.org, leadmich.org. And we have scholarships and financial aid as well. We actually have a new program. Any first-time student, Bart, can apply and get just $100 off their registration, just like that, just for coming for the first time. Because our desire is truly to be a resource, right? So we want to make sure that we're accessible to anyone who wants to come in. In almost 30 years now, we've never turned away a student for lack of resources. So,
do you have students that will come back year after year?
Year after year, yeah. So we have 8 different tracks that they can complete over their high school career. And we've had many students who come back multiple weeks. We already have probably 5 or 6 who have out of the 200 that are signed up so far, who are coming back all 3 weeks this summer. And so we're really excited about that. And that just gives them an incredible opportunity to continue to develop their abilities and their leadership skills. And some of them are trying to pack it in before college, because this is something that just looks great on a college application too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, there's all the information you need. It's coming this summer, back again at Spring Arbor University. Joe,
Great.
good to see you.
Thank you, Bart. You as well.
Joe Cecil is the president of Student Statesmanship Institute, coming back to SAU this summer.